How we doing, everybody? Hope we're all good. Hope everybody's doing well and had a good weekend. And yeah, man, decent weekend for Arsenal. What a very, very good weekend it's turned out to be. 6 clear. Aston Villa lost to Brentford, and I did not expect that. Actually thought Aston Villa would beat Brentford today. A good result against Leipzig. They went to St James's Park, Newcastle, and beat them 2-0. And yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think we can give credit as well to Brentford because that was an absolute fantastic performance. Obviously they got ran, but a true spirited, I would say, gritty performance by Brentford. They threw everything at Aston Villa. They were getting picked off. They were getting dragged all over at times, opened up, but they never gave in and they defended fantastic. Nathan Collins? I think it is. I think it is. At back, he's going to be looked at, I think, soon. Either maybe tomorrow, something might happen, or even in summer. And I just thought, with Aston Villa having an extra man, Brentford going down to 10 men, I thought, Unai Emery will definitely do something. He'll definitely change it. He'll tweak something because he always does like that. And I thought they'll come out in second half and they will beat them. And Tammy Abraham obviously scored. It were offside, and as soon as he scored, I thought, here we go. This is where they're going to probably win about 3 or 4-1, and they didn't. They lost points. They didn't get any points. Man City has gone to Tottenham, and I thought they were cruise. I even posted on my Twitter. There was 4 minutes into the game, and in 4 minutes I said Man City are in the mood today. I literally predicted it in 4 minutes. It's on my Twitter. And I thought, all right, goal, but they're just not that old Man City. They're just not that whole, like an old Man City would have gone 1, 2, 3. They'd have just took care of Tottenham. Probably been 3-0 up in first half, and I'm shocked at that. I really am. But Tottenham were very good at second half, but Man City were good at first half. Cherky. To me, Cherky's bargain at summer, to be honest. I think he's been the bargain of this summer. But a very, just 1 second, guys. Just 1 second. Very, very good weekend for Arsenal. Very good weekend. And it's down to us, people. It's down to us now. Just bear with me a second, guys. Just bear with me a second. It is down to us. It is down to us now. The players' mentality and Arteta are the two things what can mess this Premier League up for us, because we've got to win that Premier League now. We've got to. We're given chances after chances after chances. Do you know what I mean? Like last we lost to Man United, and we were given a chance, like to this weekend to build a gap yet again, and we haven't done it completely because obviously Man City drawn, but we've got another 6-point gap. So, I mean, just bear with me a second. Just 1 second. 1 second. There we go. I'm happy. Now we just need to keep bringing that consistency and play like we did against Leeds. Play like we did against Aston Villa second half, Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan, Tottenham. You know the games. So yeah. Let's just get into it, man. Let's get into it. Abdul, big up Rich. How are you doing, Abdul? Big up Rich and the chat. Let's take this league by the neck and be done with it by 2 months so we can focus on the Champions League. That's a dream. Yeah, absolutely. Let's get this league wrapped up as fast as we can and let's go for that Champions League. Let's go for it. But there's a lot to talk about, people. Mikel Moreno's injury. I do believe now we need a midfielder by deadline day tomorrow. But I would be giving Miles Lewis-Skelly minutes in midfield. I mean, this is his perfect chance. I doubt it Arteta will do it. He could have played him even in midfield against Portsmouth. He didn't do it. But this is surely Miles' chance now to play midfield for Arsenal. Surely. I don't think it'll happen, but surely. This is a perfect opportunity now. Anthony Clark, big up Rich. Hope you're good, mate. I am good, thank you, my guy. Hope everybody's good in the chat. Hope everybody's well. Just going to go in. I was slating Conor Gallagher before that assist. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a decent signing for Tottenham, to be honest. I think it really is. Darkside Gunner, how are you, my guy? This manager caught life again. Yeah, he is lucky guy, isn't he? Arteta is a lucky guy, I must admit. Go and subscribe to Darkside as well, people. This guy's nearly touching 2,000. It won't be long. Darkside, we must win it now. Absolutely, Darkside. Now, I don't like Man City have not lost. So 6 points is not over for me. If they'd have lost, I'm literally going to come on here tonight and say we're going to win league because Gabriel and Saliba. And then people will say, well, it can't just be because of Gabriel and Saliba. Well, personally, I think it is because just been listening to DJB and all the legend, big up, and even he said, without Gabriel and Saliba, we would have lost a lot of games, and we would have lost more last season as well, I think, to be honest. Just going to go in, Miles Lewis-Skelly. Miles Lewis-Skelly, his problem is he has been very hot and cold this season. Yeah, well, I mean, he's been bounced to pillar to post by Arteta. We don't know what he's doing. He's in left back position. The next minute, his fourth choice. He's 100%. Miles Lewis-Skelly deserves time in midfield now. And I'm not saying be the starter, but he needs to be now getting games in midfield for Arsenal. Miles Lewis-Skelly is good. That surging run he did against Atletico Madrid, where he set Martinelli up, that was attributes of a midfielder. The way he just ploughed through, the close control was there, everything. You could see his body position. He's got. If he played alongside Declan Rice, you would see a damn good midfielder from Miles. A little ankle biter, good at controlling ball. Keeping ball, good control. He'll charge forward. He's got intelligence to his game. He has. And he will plough forward, and he will get stuck in. He'll be a little ankle bite. Yes, he tackles at times. I know for a fact that he can be a bit rash and stretch out a little bit too far and clip the player. We know that. But imagine imagine Miles learning off Declan Rice. It'd be fantastic. I think he deserves now. But I still think, but we must sign a midfielder because, guys, just imagine if Declan Rice gets injured now. You're going to be left with Zubimendi, and it's gonna have to be Norgard. Now I like Norgard. You know, we were captain of Brentford, for God's sake, in Premier League. He's not an apprentice. You know what I mean? He's not a newbie. But that will still leave us short on bench. Do you know what I mean? We can't be doing the old Arsenal. We need to do absolutely everything in our power to go and win that league and Champions League this season. Every trophy we can. It's been far, far too long now. Excuses are done. No one cares about the VARs, the injuries, suspensions, the early kickoffs, the Saturday night kickoff. It's all done. No one's going to buy it from Arsenal Football Club no more. What they've spent, what Arteta's had, 6 years officially, on December 19th/20th, it's not going to wash with anybody. Pundits, players, ex-players, fans from other clubs, they ain't going to buy it. There's no excuses going to come from Arsenal no more. It's got to be the Premier League or the Champions League. So, let's not go and do what we used to do. Oh, we need that player. Well, we'll take a risk and not sign anybody. What? You're just going to leave us with no attackers like we did last season? Where did that end up? 10 points behind Liverpool, and we lost league by 10 points in Arne Slot's first season, from literally just being at Dutch Everdizzy with Feyenoord, AZ Alkmaar and Go Ahead Eagles. And it was easy for him. Arteta didn't even give him a challenge. So I don't want to see that this season where we don't sign a midfielder tomorrow, and then we might get Declan Rice injured for a month or something, and then next minute it is just Zubimendi and Norgard, and then on the bench you're looking and thinking, where is our midfielder? Where's the midfielder? Because that just shows me that's Arsenal of old. Now, I'm not saying Man City will go and win league, because the defence, it just leaks goals and they make so many mistakes. When we've got Gabriel and Saliba, we can beat anybody because we can shut the shop up. You know, we can just close that gate and shut it. But what I'm saying is, if Man City go on to win the league, people will look and think because they've got proper owners. Because even if they thought there were a chance, they went and signed Mark Guéhi and Antonio Semenyo, and it's won the league because they've helped. Semenyo's been a success already at Man City since he's been there. I'm not saying a full success, but he's literally been scoring goals already. He doesn't look out of sort or anything. Doesn't look out of tune. Nothing. He suits Man City straight away. He's been scoring goals. And Mark Gay looks okay. But people need to start realising that Man City started the season with no Marmoush, who's now back. Obviously, he went to African Nations, now he's back. But he was out injured all season, nearly. Rodri started season injured. Kovacic has not played. Oscar Bob got a massive injury. Cherky was out at start of season. They've now had no Diaz, no Garvidal, no Ain't Nori was at African Nations. Nunes picked a little bit of an injury up. So Man City have had massive injuries. Really big injuries. And they've still got some. They've still got Johnny Stones and all, that's another one. He's hardly played. And I think Johnny Stones is coming back, and they've got Diaz to come back, Garvidal to come back, Kovacic to come back, Marmoush should just come to. So what I'm saying is, if Man City went and won league, you'd look back and think, because they went and added 2 players in the January window just to make sure they had enough strength in depth up front. Of course they have. So I don't want to see Arsenal doing what we used to do and think, oh, well, if Moreno's out and if it's a metatarsal, you're probably talking at least 2 months. The old Wayne Rooney injury, as we used to call it. And it'll be annoying. And a lot of fans will start getting annoyed. Especially if we don't win league and we're short and we needed a midfielder, then there'll be more coming at Arsenal on Arteta. They'll just say, you've let us down again. You've let us down again. So don't even take the risk. Go and sign a midfielder tomorrow. Go and sign a midfielder on loan. Leon Goretzka, who me and Darks were talking about earlier on, used to play for Schalke. Obviously, been at Bayern Munich for about 5 years, I think it is now. His contract's up in 2026. What a footballer. Fantastic. Tall, physical. That's what we need. We need a little bit more power in midfield. We can't have another weakling. We've already got a weakling with Martin Odegaard. We can't have one of them. And Zubamendi is very weak, but he's a lot better player than Martin Odegaard. So I think tomorrow now, and this is the first window, I've never been saying we need to sign a player, but now we need to sign a midfielder and start giving Miles Lewis-Skelly, minutes in midfield as well. But I can't see it happening. I can't see us bringing Miles Lewis-Skelly into midfield, and I cannot see us signing or loaning a midfielder. But we need to. We need to. We really do. And I didn't think I was going to say it this window, but we definitely do now. 100%. Migs8953, bit to my guy. Good to see you in the chat. Rich King, I'm going to come back on. I'm just going to watch Timofo Lopez vs Shocker quick. Fine, mate. Do what you got to do, people. Hope everybody's good as well. Migs, I hope you're thriving and well, my bro. Gunners to the world, man. Wish we did to Manuel what we did to Leeds. I know, mate, I know. And I wish we'd have done same to Liverpool what we've done to Leeds, and same to Chelsea, and same to Liverpool twice, same to City at Emirates. I know you can't win every game, but there's been some games where you look back and think we were really dog shit in that game. We were rubbish. The Chelsea away, Liverpool at Emirates, Liverpool at Anfield, Forest away. I mean, there's been a lot of games, and even DJ being on about it on his channel earlier on as well. People think it's all been roses. We have been really bad. A few games this season, really bad. If you think it's second half against Liverpool, I keep bringing that up. They passed it round us like they were top at league. They were just teasing us. Chris Welsh, big up, mate. Hope you are well. Good to see you in the chat. Chris Welsh, go and subscribe to Chris Welsh, people, if you already haven't. Just going to go in. Martinelli cross for Gyökeres goal. When last time Saka done that? Absolutely. Martinelli, and I'm like, what are you doing there? Wow. Terry Tibbs, the state of this Premier League, yeah, it's mad. It is mad. Just going to go in. I'm not a big fan of Kai Havertz, but him and Eze should be ahead of Odegaard. Yeah, I agree. 100%. And I agree with that, Joseph. I really do. Right, really enjoy watching your content. Wish you success. Oh, one more thing. Odegaard must not start for us. Better on the bench. He slows play down, and I hope he is sold in the summer. Right, but thank you very much for those kind words. Me too. And I think something, guys, which I'm really shocked about, is brewing. I think it's starting to, like, there's something bubbling with Arteta and Odegaard, because he's been dropping him a lot of times. He has. Even last season he was doing it sometimes. Been doing it this season a lot. And he literally dropped him from... Sorry, substituted him a lot last season, substituting him a lot this season. And he dropped him against Leeds. Just when we were hearing rumours that Odegaard's not very happy at being subbed. And then he gets dropped for the Leeds game. Obviously he brought him on, which we knew that was inevitable. He will do. So maybe Odegaard is going to go in the summer. I hope he does. The thing is, we're just not going to get the 70, 80 to million what we would have probably got 3 years ago. We'll probably get, I would say, 50 at the most, I think. But from a European team, I think they'll only offer about 40. If a Saudi league come in for him, like I said the other day, which I'm not sure if he'll play there, but I think they would offer about 50, 55. But a European team, I think will go 40 at most, because he's on £260,000 a week. I mean, you know, how can like Inter Milan and that, they ain't paying that. No chance. Terry Tibbs, big up to my guy Liverpool. Last season, streak to the title as the rivals all fell apart. Absolutely badly this season. Arsenal romping to the title as the rivals also fall apart badly. Why are these top teams so inconsistent? I don't know, mate. I really don't know what's happening. I do not know what's happening. Joe King, good evening, Rich. Sorry I missed the start of the stream. People, never apologise for missing the stream. Start, middle, end, full stream. Listen, you have your own lives. Do not worry about things like that. No chance. Right about Eze, Odegaard, any day. Absolutely. We don't get paid 15 million a year to see Odegaard isn't good enough to play for us. I know this is why we need to keep getting Eze playing. He needs to keep getting those games. Terry Tibbs, I think Pep is finished. Yep, I do as well. Terry Tibbs, I think he will sadly, not sadly, but just end at season. Thank you for everything. He's won the lot at Man City. He's a legend. He's one of the greatest managers ever. He'll just put his hands up and say, I've took this club as far as I can. Now I'm going to hand it to my great friend, Luis Enrique, who I must have said about 50 times. Luis Enrique will be the next Man City manager. Terry Tibbs, yeah, I think Pep is finished. They are still so inconsistent and can easily be beaten. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. The defence, they haven't even been able to play a full, like, original back four for God knows how long. You know what I mean? They've not had it. Be beaten Rodri right at the start of the season. So they've had a lot of injuries, and still got them. Like Diaz, Kovacic and that, and you know, not even seen him. Johnny Stones, be beaten. They need to bin the old guard, Bernardo. Yeah, well, Bernardo's on a free in summer, I think. Bernardo, Kovacic, Stones, even Diaz is past it. I said this at the start of the season. I predicted Man City to win league, but I did say they haven't even got a world-class centre-back, even a Diaz of 2 years ago. I mentioned that. So that's where I kept saying, and I was shocked that they keep putting faith in Núñez at right-back. The last right-back to play for Man City, although Núñez were at right-back last season as well, but before that, it won at greatest right-backs the Premier League scene in Kyle Walker. And Núñez originally used to play for Wolverhampton Wanderers in centre midfield. Chris Welsh, it was same in 2020-21 as well. Terry Tibbs when City romped to title. Well, I don't know. I don't. If Man City beat Liverpool, then I don't think they're going to go anywhere. I just don't, because I just think they're not going. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to let Arsenal just take it easy. But if they lose to Liverpool and we beat Sunderland, I will come on here Saturday night or whatever and say Arsenal are now the champions of the 2025-2026 Premier League title. I will literally be confident to say if we beat Sunderland and Man City lose to Liverpool, I will announce it on here that we are champions and we are going to win the Premier League, because I'll say it because of Gabriel and Saliba, because I just cannot imagine us having many games where we concede so many goals when you've got those two players. And that is the biggest reason why I think Arsenal are going to win the Premier League, if they do, because I'm still not fully there yet, but the only confidence I have, and I know it sounds crazy, the only confidence I have is because of Gabriel and Saliba, because they are an absolute man-mountain partnership, brick wall together. And do I have confidence in Arteta? Zero confidence. Zero. Like, I feel he might drop Victor Gyökeres against Sunderland. Do you know what I mean? This guy needs to keep, every time he scores, play him. Keep his confidence going, because that guy is a brilliant striker. I've seen enough already with his strikers, with his goals this season. The goal against Inter Milan lifts it over Jan Sommer's head with a side foot and a bit of height over the top of it. Some strikers, when that ball's rolling onto his foot, would absolutely have levered that, smashed it. It might have gone off at bar, it might have gone wide, there might have not been enough power on it. He got a perfect side foot with power and eye. That ain't easy. And Jan Sommer is a good, experienced goalkeeper. So the goal against Leeds at Emirates, where he runs it down byline, shows a lot of strength. And you could see the only thing he was doing, I'm not passing this ball, I'm putting that ball at back of net, and just drills it in bottom corner. He's a powerhouse. That goal against Leeds yesterday, people think, oh, it's just a tap in. He had to stretch his foot. He smelt blood. His instincts were, that ball is going to come in box. I need to get there first. I need to get my foot there on it. Fox in box type. Killer. The goal against Amati, where he's running, holding the player off, and just smashes it bottom corner. That's Haaland-esque. Goals like that is Haaland-esque. It really is. Terry Gibbs, yeah mate, I missed the close title races. It makes the game way more exciting to watch. This still could be a close title, people. It's not over yet, but if Man City lose to Liverpool and we beat Sunderland, I'm saying it's done. Terry Tibbs, someone said Odegaard was linked to Bayern, yep, and apparently Bayern and Inter Milan, but I don't know if it's true, Terry Tibbs. I don't know if it's true, Terry. I don't know. Linked to Bayern confidentially after these poor performances. Is it true or just typical Arsenal PR? I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. I think there might be a bit of bullshit in it, but you just don't know. You don't know. Raybot, 70 to 80 million for Odegaard. I wouldn't offer 80 pence for him. He is detrimental to our success. He is. But Arsenal will end up getting about... If I'm not saying they would, but if a Saudi club came in, Arsenal would push them for about 50, 55 million. But a European team, I don't think we're getting anything over 40 million for Odegaard. I honestly don't, because his wages. Who's going to pay that? No chance. Chris Welsh, I'm all good, happy with our win v Newcastle. I said Chris Welsh. I said Chris. I said I think you'll beat Newcastle today at Anfield. I just thought, yeah, you'll do it. And Verts, I said this as well. He ain't a flop, people. He ain't a flop. I said watch him turn up in the second half of the season. Or obviously he's not performed in the first part of the season. I says you give him you give him the second part of the season. You watch him. And I said it on here in chat. I've seen enough. Sometimes I see players and I think might not be doing the best, but I've seen enough, and I'm like, yeah, they're going to turn up. They're going to get it together. Like Madueke, I'm seeing the Madueke what Chelsea had because there's no end product. At Chelsea, he had no end product, and at Arsenal, there's no end product. So that's facts. Do you know what I mean? But I've seen some games slip on a foot. Just look at his movement. Look at his movement, the way he spins his body and passes that ball and stuff. And I'm like, he's a special talent, but it's not been unlocked. But now it is. He's starting to really turn up now, and before I know it, he's going to end up getting 10 goals. Ekatike and all, he's got a bit of he's got like a bit of an Henri kind of style to me. Sometimes that where he's like hesitating, next minute just boom, burst of speed and just like toe pokes it in net. That were clever build up. The way what he thought of to do it, where he's literally hesitating. I can't remember what we were with him and thinking, what's he going to... Next minute, gone. And next minute, toe pokes straight into the net. Because he knew if it were a toe poke, he would get like that power on it. You know, when you were younger, he used to toe poke. He used to put keeper through net. I remember when sometimes you were playing football at schoolyard and that, and someone was going to toe poke it at you. You think, fuck, when it's right close to you. So yeah, we're Newcastle TK Torres 2.0 for us. Verts is cooking now too. Yeah, he is, mate. He is. And I've heard that Liverpool are looking at the Sunderland defender, who's slot nose from Feyenoord. I can't remember his name, but he's been good this season, and I think I remember him playing at Feyenoord, to be honest. So on slot knows him perfectly, so that will probably happen. Then Chris Welsh, Eddie Howe got it wrong yesterday. Yes, he did. Absolutely. There were no Walter Mulder. There were no Visser. I know he played Anthony Gordon, but I think Newcastle should have gone with a bit more physical presence in there as well against Van Dijk and Konate. I mean, I know people now and I asked this yesterday. Has Eddie Howe took Newcastle as far as he can? And I think maybe he has. I think he has. He did get it wrong yesterday, and I've got a couple of friends what are not happy with him now. I think they like, yeah, he's took us as far as we can. Man United, wow, they're cooking, man. They are cooking. Sesko scored today. Cunha, he's a nightmare. He is Cunha. He is a really good footballer, great finisher as well. When he gets going, he gets on those runs. He starts scoring a few goals. Casemiro, he's been turning up just lately as well. Another goal today. Man United. The question is, will Carrick get the job? I mean, I don't think you can just say, oh yeah, because he's done well this season. They might not realise, it might be making a mistake if they go and do that. Do you know what I mean? Joe King, gutted Spurs got a point. Yeah, I mean, who did people want to win today? That's the thing. Joe's going to go in. Big up to you, Joe King, my guy, as well. Joe's going to go in. What was worrying is when Havertz came off. Other day, Odegaard came on, not Eze, who only got 10 minutes. I know, this is it. This is a problem. This is a problem. He's not even getting minutes. Terry Tibbs, Chris Welsh, are you slot in or out? That's a good question. Chris Welsh slot out. Terry Tibbs, I was slot out after Forest and PSV defeats. I'm not disrespecting him like our fans though. Yeah, listen, Onslaught's done more at Premier League in 1 year than what Arteta's done. He's achieved more already because he's won it. Terry Tibbs, Chris Welsh, he's turning into Arteta in the press conferences as well now. Yeah, I've noticed a few things like that. The only Chris Welsh managers need to keep mouth shut with stupid comments. Yeah, they do, because it just gets blown up, man. It'll go everywhere, all over social media, on radio. I'm not announcing us as champions till week 40, till game week 40. Yeah, I know what you mean, Darkside. But if I'm saying it, it's only because of our defence, because of Gabriel and Saliba. That's why I could say, and I said this the other day, I'm even confident we won't. And I don't think any team will, but we could win the quadruple because of Gabriel and Saliba. I don't say it because of our strikers or a winger, or I don't say it because of our manager, Arteta, because I've seen what he's done in a lot of games where you think, why would you play Zubimendi and Declan Rice against Wolverhampton Wanderers, bottom at league? We made them look like a top 10 side and we scraped it. Do you know what I mean? Why didn't you change anything against Nottingham Forest when we could have just done with a little formation tweak? Chelsea away, again, when they had 10 men, Liverpool at home. We could have won a lot more games, and I think if we'd had a better manager, we would be now about 11 points clear at top at league. So my from a personal point of view, the reason why I say Arsenal will win league and even Champions League is only because of Gabriel and Saliba. And Declan Rice, because I trust him in midfield all the time. Even when he has a bad game, he will throw everything for you. He will literally give that last slide tackle, last shoulder barge, jump up for that last header. He'll run to that last ball. But the other players, Timber's quite consistent. But after that, who can you really honestly say, they put an 8 out of 10 in nearly every game? Because not everyone does, really, to be honest. Trossard, again, gone missing. But you get all these obsessed Arteta fans thinking they know everything about football. Oh, Trossard's fantastic. Trossard's brilliant. Yeah, he's all this, he's all that. You're talking to someone like me and other people in the chat. I've seen this book plenty of times. This is what Trossard does. He goes on a run. Next minute, he's quiet for about 6 or 7 games. Don't try and brainwash people like me and people in the chat, because it ain't going to work. We're not puppets. We're not, let's just put all that out for PR for Arsenal. Yeah, make it look good. We're not suck-arsers, pal, and people. We don't do things like that. We just say it with facts. Trossard is not worthy of being Arsenal's left winger. It's simple as that. Good squad player, that's it. Just going to go in. When I think of it is our fans when they hype Joe Willock. Yeah, when he left last 2 years at Newcastle, shows that isn't a great player and just an athlete who has odd moments. Yeah, I mean, he's a decent player, but I mean, obviously, you don't get played at Newcastle. Joe King, shout out to Darkside. Right, can't believe how Villa have declined. City don't want it either. Only team that can beat Arsenal is Arsenal. Yeah, that is it. It's down to Arsenal. It's down to the Arsenal players' mentality, because a lot of these players have never even won a trophy in their life. And it's down to Arteta. Arteta cannot mess this up for us now. And we know what I mean by when I say that. When we're playing games and we desperately need a formation change, and he doesn't do anything. Beat Arsenal. Arsenal, we need to finish teams off now. We need to go on the offensive. Absolutely. Absolutely we do. Keep it like we know how to defend. We've got the best defenders in the world. One of the best defenders in the world. Best centre-back pair in the world. Now we need to start destroying some teams and get them brushed off. Stop making hard work for a lot of games. Lucas Rose, Jeremy Jacquet. Yeah, Jacquet. I think he plays at Rennes, doesn't he? Chelsea are in for him, looking at him as well. Jeremy Jackie is here we go to Liverpool for the summer. I'm fuming. Why can't I get him now when we need him now? We are kings of. You do need him now. I mean, it's a good signing in summer, but you need him now. Dark side, big up at Joe King. Lucas Welsh, I said last 2 seasons Pep becoming stale at City, but I don't get why they have no natural fullbacks. I don't, Chris. I'm saying I don't understand that they've not gone and brought a top right back. Like Nunes used to play midfield for Wolves. AFC always, big up to my guy. It's a shame that we couldn't put this league to bed in December. Absolutely, AFC, absolutely. Joe King, shout out to AFC always. AFC always, congratulations Arsenal ladies world champs. Yeah, I need to look at this. I forgot all about it. I know I watched some again the other week against Chelsea. I want to see. Let's just have a look. I mean, they beat Chelsea 2-0. That was very good. So let's have a look. I forgot all about this because I don't watch Arsenal ladies as much as men, but I do watch them sometimes. Like Estelius, Kim Little, Mead, Russo. What we 3-2 against Corinthians. Yes. Champions Cup fight. Yes, mate. Rennie Sleggers. Tick. That's another trophy. More than Arteta. And obviously Rennie Sleggers used to manage Rosengard women before she came to Arsenal. She won back-to-back titles with Rosengard women as well. Came to Arsenal ladies in 2023 as an assistant coach to the, I think it's Swedish guy, I can't remember his name, Jalavelli or something like that. Then she become interim manager in the October last year, I think it was, and then in that following January became permanent manager, won a Champions League, and now in February she's won another trophy. Wow, bit embarrassing for Mikel Arteta, that, isn't it? To be honest, yeah, it actually is. And I hope it gets rubbed in his face. I hope they big that up big time because it deserves it. So yeah, congratulations Arsenal women beating Corinthians, Brazilian team. Terry Tibbs, Villa go from smoking Newcastle at St James's Park to losing at home to Brentford, who suck away from home. Yeah, they do. And I got it wrong, people. I haven't got it wrong yet because I've said like Villa are not going nowhere, and I mean out the top three. But Man United are closing in on them. I think they're 5 points behind Aston Villa now. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. I think they're only 5 points behind. But I did say last night on the stream, even if Aston Villa draw to Brentford, the title hopes are done. They're not in a title race if they draw to Brentford. And obviously they've gone and lost to Brentford. So now it is just right now between Arsenal and Man City. That's what I am saying anyway. But they've been brilliant. Aston Villa have been fantastic. They really have. They've had a lot of injuries again. Like Tyrone Mings has been out all season. They've just lost Kamara near enough, I think, for the season. Ollie Watkins has kind of been lone striker. They've done fantastic. They really have. They've been playing Lindelof at centre-back, who was an outcast at Man United. So, yeah, I think they've had a great season, to be honest. Especially how they started. I think it was 5 games without even a goal to start with. So, yeah. But the title race is done now. They're out of it. But really good season from Aston Villa. Really good season. FC always Joe King, big up. Darkside, get the likes up. Thank you very much. Darkside, yeah, smash the likes up, people. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Trying to get to 700. I'm not far off. About 14 off, I think I am. Yeah, I think 13 or something. Yeah, I think it's 13. Lucas Welsh, Arsenal and Villa feeling pressure when they play at home compared to away. Yep. I mean, Aston Villa went on a really good run. Obviously, they went to Stamford Bridge and beat Chelsea in that run. But since we've beat them, they've been rocked a little bit. When we beat them, and we were brilliant that second half, then they played Forest, and obviously they beat Forest 3-1. They had a couple of games in between that. They then went and then they lost to Everton. Then they've obviously gone to St James's Park, Newcastle, and beat them 2-0. And you think, wow, they've just beat Leipzig. And then today, it's been another bad game. So since that run where I think it was 11 games or something, they are starting to lose a few more games now, which it's probably inevitable. Maybe the tank is running out. You know, the squad is not being able to handle it. So, yeah, we'll see that. How it ends up, but it's been a good season from him, I must admit. FC always, Darkside, big up. Joking, I remember being mocked for toe pokes in school. Yeah, listen, they used to hurt and all. Like, I'm not saying hurt, but if someone were hitting it at you, they would hurt more than what it would if you hit it with your laces. Ranny Ball, predictions for the Chelsea game. Not sure yet, Ranny Ball. I don't know. I'm not sure. With this. Terry Tibbs. Why did Howe not go with his 2 strikers? I don't know, Terry. I'm shocked. Why? And obviously Walter Mulder's dipped a little bit in form, but why would you not go with Wissa and Walter Mulder? Do you know what I mean? And I mean, I know Anthony Gordon scored, and he can be a threat, but he went with 2 little lads up front. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're playing against Van Dijk and Konate. If Walter Mulder played against Liverpool, that causes Liverpool problems straight away in here. It probably beat Van Dijk in here. Do you know what I mean? It's like, this is why I'm saying I really do like Eddie Howe as a manager. I think he's good. He's done well with Bournemouth. You know, he's done fantastic with Newcastle. Got the first trophy, etc. Got them from the relegation zone, fighting near top and that in the Champions League. But I think he's took them as far as he can. I think he has. I don't think now he can take them to another level. And with a legend, Sir Bobby Robson, you know, people are linking it like apparently when obviously Jose Mourinho has been working with Bobby Robson over years in his younger part of his career, and apparently he said like he would always honour it and try and manage Newcastle. So I have 2 friends what have said they will take Mourinho tomorrow now and just bring that X factor to Newcastle, that extra level. Now, I'm not saying Mourinho is that guy anymore, but he's been there and he's won the lot. But is he still got it? That's the thing. I'm not sure anymore. I don't know. Maybe Newcastle's his next club where he shines again. So, I don't know. But I think Eddie Howe, him and Jason Tyndall, his assistant, obviously they follow each other. I think that it's time now, and I think they have took them as far as they can, and I think they should walk before it might get a bit bad. Joking, my highlight of the weekend was seeing that tank at West Ham launching Cucurella like an empty water bottle of the pitch. Yeah, Traore. Then Pedro shitting his pants when that same player went after him. Yeah, Traore, the one who oils his arms. He's a big guy, is Traore. He is a big guy. Chris Welsh, title is done if you go 10 points clear. In my opinion, I fancy you to beat City, to be honest. I'm not sure about that, Chris Welsh, to be honest. City, to be honest, that was even before we beat Newcastle. City just don't like it at Anfield. I don't know. I'm not sure if you will beat City. I just think I don't know. I'm not sure. Because you should be really confident. Should be big now for Liverpool after just beating Newcastle 4-1. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you will beat City. I don't know. Joking. Adama Traore, yeah, violated Cucurella, yeah, he's a big guy, isn't he? Massive guy. He's been about and all. Remember that? You know Adama Traore, when he was at Wolves and he was smashing it, there were talk of him for 80 million. Like Tottenham and that, and other teams were linked to him for like 80 million. He had a stint at Barcelona, I think, on loan or something. He's been at Fulham. I mean, he's worth nothing hardly now. He's just not. He's like an Akinfenwa, a beast, a big lad, but never going to be a top player. Akinfenwa, a battler, and a beast, and he could hold his own, and he was decent for what his size was, but. Where are we? So, hope everybody's doing well in the chat. Hope everybody's good. Ryan Arsenal, big up Arsenal ladies. Yes, beating Corinthians. That's another trophy for Rennie Sleggers. More than what Arteta has won. Big trophies as well, may I add. Joking. Leandro Washadard. Chris Welsh. That's it. G to let me get this right. Dredidida, I think it is. I don't know if I've pronounced that right at all. Deal is off Rich to Liverpool. Something about being too late, but we will see. We will see. I'll take him. Can play right back and say, yeah. Well, I mean, it's off now because I can imagine Sunderland can't find a replacement. But if Liverpool come in and they start upping it a little bit with fee, he might just end up at Liverpool tomorrow, Chris. You know how it goes on deadline day. It can go nuts, mate. Go absolute crazy. Right, also find who do you want to buy now? I don't know. But let's look at some midfielders. What's out of contract? Or, I mean, this Christian Eriksen's on a free agent. I'm not saying get him, of course not. But I'm saying I've got a list here with free agents, what available in 2026 June. So if you put money up on table, you're going to get them half price or whatever now. That's how gonna Ryan also fan Goretzka from Bayern Munich. Yeah, the ex-Schalke player / now Bayern Munich, who's been there at Bayern Munich for about 5 years. So let's just have a look at these. I'm gonna read just these comments and then joking. Screw it. Bring Xhaka back. I would now. Joking. Screw it. Bring Xhaka back. Yeah. Donald Trump, how are you, my guy? Rennie Slegger need to take over for the men's team. Absolutely, she's on a roll, mate. I'm not saying she's going to win league this season because I think Man City women will do it, but wow. Joking. Villa without McGinn don't look as assured. McGinn is Villa's rock. He is. He's like the defensive kind of rock, but he attacks and he brings players into game. He pops up with input. He's like the warrior, I think I would say. Donald Trump, before Tuchel came, a lot of people wanted Al to be the England manager. What are your thoughts? No, I was never saying Al England manager, but I can see why people was saying it. I think Eddie Howe, honestly, I actually do think Eddie Howe is a very good manager, and I will say this, and people might not agree. If he'd have been at Arsenal in the time Arteta had been at Arsenal, Eddie Howe would have won a Premier League with Arsenal, because he would have looked at it and thought, right, I need a striker. I need a backup for Saka. He would have signed a striker way before it took Arteta to, and a backup for Saka. He has been good at getting the balance right at Newcastle, and he's been okay at like handling it. I mean, I think it was 2 years ago. I looked at Newcastle, and I thought, wow, they haven't even got a bench. They haven't got because the players were injured. They couldn't even put a full bench out. So, yeah, I mean, I do. I honestly do think if Eddie Howe had been at Arsenal in the last 6 years, Arsenal would have won a league. Chris Welsh, let me just make sure I put that up for Donald. Yeah, big up to you, Donald. The only Chris Welsh, our next job will be England, in my opinion. Yeah, it could be. Could be. Especially depending what Tuchel does in World Cup. And I don't mind it. End of the day, only English manager to win something as a manager. Yeah, I won't mind Eddie Howe as next England manager. Jason Tindall with him as well, because he'll probably come with him. Top Edge, how bad is Saka injury and Moreno injury? Can the club just get rid of Arteta and Odegaard and Kate Havertz? I know. That's it. Like, we don't know about Saka. They reckon Moreno, if it's a metatarsal, if it is a metatarsal, the old-fashioned Wayne Rooney injury, it'll be probably at least 8 weeks. Andy 2974. Worst case, which one of our defenders can best play in the midfield? Listen, I've said it. Time to bring Miles Lewis-Skelly. Bring Miles Lewis-Skelly into midfield now. Bring Miles Lewis-Skelly into midfield. It's time for him to get minutes. I'm not saying start him, but I'm saying this is the time now where Miles Lewis-Skelly needs to be brought in to be playing, to be getting minutes. So, will it happen with Arteta? Probably not. This is what I'm saying. This is ridiculous. This is why I will never back this manager fully until he gets over that line, and then I'm like, yeah, he's done it. But I still want him to leave. So this is the midfielders. What we could potentially, well, I don't know. We might end up signing someone where we pay a lot of money, but these are the players what's out to the contracts in June. So let me show you. Because we need someone. We need a midfielder. If Declan Rice gets injured now, we're fucked. That's going to leave us with Zubamendi, who's very weak, and shows it in a lot of games, and Norgard, and then we're going to have no one up bench. So you're going to have to be playing FA Cup, Champions League, Premier League, EFL, and you're going to be, and you know, I'm just saying if Declan Rice gets injured for 6 weeks or something, we could run into a massive problem. So these are the midfielders, what's available to sign, and me and Darkside both agree on this. 100% I would go and get Leon Goretzka, sorry. Yeah, I've always been a fan of him. He has dropped at Bayern Munich, in and out sometimes. He's had times when he's not been playing, but I would sign Goretzka at Bayern Munich 100%. But will we sign him? No, probably not, because I don't think we'll sign anybody. So this is who is available. Christian Eriksen, obviously not. Hakim Ziyech, Chelsea Ajax player. I think he went to Galatasaray or was it Fenerbahce? I don't think it's Fenerbahce. I think it were Gala. I think it went to Galatasaray. Josh Brahill. Right, currently available free agents. These players. So these players are currently without a club or have been confirmed as departing their previous teams as of early 2026. Christian Eriksen, no, we don't need that. Hakim Ziyech, following departure from Galatasaray. Dele Alli, wow. Look, who's there? Look, Takehiro Tomiyasu. Free agent. I'm sure he can get a club, surely. I know he's got massive injuries, but you've got Frankie de Jong. 2026, out of contract. But I think he's staying at Barca, and they're top again of the league. So that might mean if Barcelona win the league this season, that will be Hansi Flick's 5th trophy in 2 seasons. 2 league titles. Wow. And people say Arteta's even in the same conversation. Shut the fuck up. Arteta's not even in. He shouldn't be even sat even in the same room as Hansi Flick. Bernardo Silva, Man City. I think this season he is definitely going to go. Quinton Timber. But I'm sure he's just gone to Marseille, so I don't know what. And this might be behind. Rodrigo Bentancur, Tottenham. No. Ruben Neves. I would do this. But apparently they're trying to get a new deal with Al Hilal. But I would even if it's a loan, we still need a bit of extra power in midfield. Julian Brandt, I like him, but I want someone a bit tall and more physical, like not him, but Basuma kind of type. Weston McKennie, it's not the best. He had a spell at Leeds, I think, didn't he? And then went back to Juventus. I'm not really. This is the one. All day long, I would go and get Leon Goretzka from Bayern Munich by tomorrow. By tomorrow, I would either loan him or sign him right now. If you went to Bayern Munich and offered, let's just say Leon Goretzka, if you went to Bayern Munich and offered 25 million tomorrow, I think they'd snap your hand off. I think you get Leon Goretzka tomorrow. Or like what Darkside just said, I do like Ruben Neves. Obviously used to play for Wolves and we was linked with him then. If you went to Al Hilal and offered 25 million or something for Ruben Neves, I think you get him. I think you do. But I just don't see us signing anybody. I really don't, to be honest. Right, let's see. Todd Birch on Sky, they said Moreno will not be back until near the end of the season. No, I mean, fucking hell. I mean, I don't think nothing's properly confirmed, but it's probably right. It is probably right. Joe King, we have Norgard as well, so we should be okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Joe King. We've got Norgard, but what I'm on about is, so that means Norgard is going to be playing with Zubamendi. If I'm using an example, if Declan Rice gets injured, if Declan Rice gets injured, then that would mean our midfield will be Zubamendi and Norgard, which that is just nowhere near as good as having Declan Rice in the midfield, not even a touch. And then on your bench, who would your midfielder be? Do you know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying. We cannot even make mistakes like this, take risks like this. We have got to do everything within our power to go and win that Premier League. Even if we have to go and sign like a panic signing, like I said, bring someone on loan or even put 25 million in for, I mean, it not be a panic sign, but someone like Leon Goretzka. Do it. Don't leave ourselves short. We have got 4 competitions and we're in all 4 of them still. The last thing we want to do is have to keep playing Declan Rice in every single competition, like in cups and stuff, just to fill gap or to put on bench. We need help in midfield. We need extra power in midfield, and we need someone with some physical presence. And like Darkside said, and I do agree, I would definitely go for Leon Goretzka. I'm a big fan of him. He always have been. I liked him at Schalke. He's been at Bayern now for about 5 years. He's been in and out sometimes at team. And then after that, it will be Ruben Neves. All day long, Premier League experience with Wolves. We can't take that risk. Declan Rice might not get injured, or he might get injured for a week or 2. But say if he got injured for 4 weeks or 6 weeks, then straight away, all the onus, all the pressure would be on Zubamendi and Norgard. And if Norgard's not up to it, because he's not going to perform as good as Declan Rice, and he's having off games, because he's not going to be better than Declan Rice, we know this, then imagine Zubamendi left on his own in that. I just don't want to do any risk taking whatsoever this season. We have to win that Premier League or Champions League. There's no excuses no more. We have to do everything. And if it costs 25 million tomorrow by signing a midfielder, go and do it. Go and do it. Because if we don't go and win that league, and we end up like getting a Declan Rice injury or something like that, then that's going to be another thing where fans are just going to pelt. Oh, fucking boring football. You haven't won league again, yet again. You've been here 6 years. You spent 980/1.3 billion, and we could have signed a midfielder in the summer, in January, just to help us a little bit, when you knew for a fact we might get an injury like we have done in previous seasons to obviously 4 attacking players, and now we're getting injured midfielders, and you didn't rectify it and didn't add any depth in January. That's what it's going to be. There's going to be fans bang, 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 throwing pelters in every way. Boring football, 6 years in charge, spent so much money, no league title, still no Champions League, not even reached Wembley yet again if we get knocked out of Cup. There's all the things what's going to come. Do you know what I mean? Now, I don't think that'll happen this season because, like I said, with Gabriel Saliba, I think we'll win Premier League, but I think it will absolutely batter us if we get a Declan Rice injury of say 4 to 6 weeks. I think it really will hurt us because when you lose the guy in the engine room, the centre midfielder, it can be really bad. It can be really bad. Now, I like Norgard, and I think I'm not just, obviously we're against Kara Amati, Kazakhstan team. He put a disciplined, professional, mature performance in, and you could tell, like, you know, he's been captain of Brentford, and he was in Premier League, but he's not in Declan Rice's league, man. Zubamendi's not in Declan Rice's league, and a lot of times Declan Rice has to cover for Zubamendi. So tomorrow, for God's sake, just go and sign a midfielder. Just go and sign a midfielder on loan or sign someone just to make sure that when we look on bench, we've still got power, and we need a bit of power. We're going to need games where we could do with Declan Rice and more power instead of someone like Zubamendi. Now, Norgard's got more power, I would say, than Zubamendi, but I keep thinking it's 4 competitions, people. It's 4 competitions. We're only just starting the FA Cup. You know, I don't want to be seeing Declan Rice playing in this FA Cup against teams like Wigan and that. I really don't. I do not want to see it. Because I would say Miles Lewis-Skelly, but it's not going to happen. He just won't put in there. Arteta will not put in there, and that's really does bug me, to be honest with that. It really does. I can't believe he never gets a chance. But it is what it is, and that's what Arteta's like. He just won't do it. Right, let me see what that last comment was. Rock before Twitch, okay, yeah. See, yeah. So let me just see that one. Andy, worst case, which one of our defenders can best play mid? Yeah, so I've seen that one. I mean, like I said, I would be putting Miles Lewis-Skelly in midfield now, but I don't think it's going to happen. Joe King, MLS, in my opinion, should be in midfield. Absolutely, yeah. Should be in midfield, but it's just, you can't imagine it, can you? You can't imagine Arteta doing this. Top Edge, on Sky, they said Moreno will not be back yet till the end of the season. Joe King, we have Norgard as well. Yeah, seen that one. Don's Rump, at what time will the transfer deadline end? I ain't looked at that. Like I say, this is the first, and I'm not pissing about here. This is the first window I have not paid attention to, because I'm thinking we're okay. I wanted another left. I wanted a left winger in summer, but normally I'm checking it all the time. But I'm like, now I think we've got enough. Arteta's been given enough money to spend, but now we need a midfielder. Let me just check. Because normally I would know, but I've not been paying attention to it window this year. This is the first time, and I'm talking years and years, even about 10 years, 12 years since I've not been bothered. Let's have a look. Um, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. tonight it closes. 7 p.m. So it's closed at 7 p.m. Don's not, yeah, what time? Gaza, Tommy signed for Ajax. Yeah, I think this is behind, isn't it? I'm sure. I was thinking about that. I'm sure he's got a club. He has got a club, hasn't he? When I read it, I'm thinking he's not out of contract. So he's not without a club. But then I was looking at that and think, well, I don't know. But yeah, I think you're right, guys. He did actually sign for him. I think I remember seeing a picture now. Top Urge, if Rice is not looked after properly, he will get injured. Absolutely, because he plays every game for Arsenal and England, especially in the World Cup coming up. And then another load of next season. His body will be. This is it. And I mean, against Leeds, I don't think he even took him on. Sorry, I don't even think Arteta took him off, did he? And that's what puzzles me with Arteta. If you're 4-0 up, 3-0 up, take Gabriel Saliba off. Take Declan Rice off. These are your most important 3 players. They really are. That's my personal opinion anyway. So I would say they're the most important players. Gabriel Saliba and Declan Rice. And then, well, I mean, I don't know what I could say really after that. Todd Bird's break. Yep, absolutely. Before it breaks, Declan Rice, Todd, yeah. Dot side, how can they compare Lego Ed to Flick? Joke. I know, mate. I know. It shouldn't even be in the same conversation. Same table, nothing. Dot side, I'd go for Ruben Neves easily. Yeah, I know what you're saying with that. Dot side, joking. Yeah, Ruben was good at Wolves. Yeah, he is. And Ruben has got like that swag, that flair, that kind of classiness about him. Do you know what I mean? Where he glides through. Good on ball, got good vision, and he's got that bit of physical presence to him, yeah. And to be honest, like I said, I would say Leon Goretzka, but if you, like, with what you're saying, Ruben Neves, when you think about it, he's already played in Premier League, hasn't he? So that's kind of a win-win, and he did really well at Wolves, and we were linked with him then, so I would probably actually say... I like Leon Goretzka, but when I think about it, Ruben Neves to me all day. I think because I just don't know Leon Goretzka. I mean, I like him, he's brilliant, but I don't think Bayern Munich will. So I think personally, I think because he's in team at minute, I think he will stay at Bayern. I think he will, but I think we'd have a better chance at getting Ruben Neves. I think he would jump to come to Arsenal now. I honestly do. I think he would love to play for Arsenal. But Goretzka, I don't know. I think he would. I think he's not. I don't think he's going to leave Bayern. To be honest, I think he's going to stay maybe a couple of years. But I think Ruben Neves, and when taking account as well, he's played in Premier League already. I think it would be better to get him actually rather than Goretzka. Although I do like Goretzka, I think he's quality. But I think it'd be easier to get Ruben Neves when I think about it. So I agree with you in chat there. To be honest. Joking, yeah, Ruben was good at Wolves, absolutely, definitely. Guendouzi, Ryan the Arsenal fan. Listen, I'm a fan of Guendouzi. Imagine we get Guendouzi, yeah. He's just signed for Fenerbahce, I think, hasn't he? Guendouzi, is it? Fenerbahce? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. I'm sure he's just signed for Fenerbahce. I think he scored or no? Did he score on his debut? I'm not sure now. Make think of that. Ryan the Arsenal fan, Rodrigo Mendoza. I think I've heard of this guy. Ryan the Arsenal fan. Joking, I would be shocked if we sign anybody rich. We are allergic to January transfer windows under Arteta. Well, that's true. Joking, to be honest, mate, because look what happened last season. We had 4 attackers out and we didn't sign anybody. And that fucked the league up. That messed us up. Arteta and board. That was all on them. They messed it up for us. Gaza, we need another midfield. Norgard is not enough. He's not. He's a good player, but he's not good enough to be carried, to be relied on, I would say. Joking, we need a striker to help us in 22-23 January window. And Arteta, my patience refused to sign anybody. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. I don't trust Arteta. Berta, I like Berta. I love him. I think he's robust. He's abrupt. You know, I think. But if Josh Kroenke says there's no money, then that's it. Well, Stan, but obviously we don't see Stan. But if Josh says no, that's it. No matter what, it's tough, man. So we need to sign a midfielder because I don't want to be hearing at the end of the season, oh, we didn't win Premier League or didn't win Champions League because we didn't sign that midfielder, because then, like I said, you can get ready for Arsenal getting battered in press by commentators, ex-players, pundits, everybody. They're all going to be on it. Look at Arsenal, look. They knew they were short, they had an injury, they didn't capitalise on it, they just took the risk again, and here we go. Man City's won the league because they looked at the injuries. They know they had some players out for a long time. They brought Gay in, he's been a great player, he's done okay up to yet. Semedo's been a success up to yet. I don't want to hear that. I want to do everything in our power to go and win that league, because I do not want to get to the end of the season and hear, well, if we'd have signed a midfielder in window, now we've got injuries to Declan Rice or whatever, because it can happen. Always look at the bigger picture in football, and anyone who don't, that's where you think, oh shit, I didn't think of that, or why did that happen? Because you don't, you have to expect the unexpected, the good, the bad, the sad, the happy, in anything in life. And like, people just think, oh, we'll be fine without a midfielder. Well, what if Declan Rice gets injured for 6 weeks? What if Declan Rice gets injured? What if Norgard, can't play put an 8 out of 10 in for maybe even 5 games in a row? What if Zubimendi gets pushed all over? Yeah, they're all what ifs, but you have to use what ifs in football when you're talking about it. It's simple as that. And people might say, no. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. We didn't expect Moreno to be out for the season. We didn't expect Saka to pull up with a groin injury in warm-up against Leeds. He might be out for 6 weeks. We're short, people. We're short. We've let a young lad who had an amazing breakthrough season, scored 9 goals in 3 different competitions, Premier League, Champions League and EFL, who was going to be 19 in March, just go. Who could have been a great attacking asset for us. A perfect threat for helping Saka in that position. He's gone. So we've lost Ethan Nwaneri, we've lost potentially Mikel Moreno, and now we've lost Saka, potentially. 3 players. What we're going to do? What we're going to do about it? We need to do something about it. If Moreno's out for 3 months and Saka might be out for 6 weeks or whatever, even when Nwaneri's on loan, we're in 4 competitions. Why take the risk? We are the Arsenal, the big club. We need to win a Premier League or Champions League. We must do everything in our power and make sure we bring an extra body in by 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Because if we don't, imagine messing the league up by them 3 things: players' mentality, Arteta not changing formation in certain games when we need it, and we were short in that game. We didn't even have a midfielder on bench. One little solution would be play Miles Lewis-Skelly and put him in midfield for Arsenal while the players are injured. Because, not saying start him, but give him minutes in midfield, get him playing next to Declan Rice. Next minute, you might see Miles Lewis-Skelly be absolutely fantastic in midfield, because I think he's got it. That run against Atletico Madrid, the way he charges forward, how close the ball was, good control, the way he shifts his body, and the strength he's got when he's obviously on the ball, and he is like a little ankle biter, like Jack Wilshere. So give Miles Lewis-Skelly, give him a chance now in midfield. Get him playing alongside Declan Rice at times, and I'm not saying start him, but breed him into this midfield position. Will Arteta do it? Probably not. I have zero faith in that, because you're not playing him left. You're not playing him left back. All he gets a game. It's only when it's Champions League, and I bet if we get deeper into Champions League, Arteta won't play Miles Lewis-Skelly. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But I think midfielder must be signed by tomorrow. Gaza, we need another midfield. Norgard is not enough. Absolutely. Joe King, we needed a striker to help us. Yeah, seen that one. There we go. Joe King, allowing Nwaneri is up there among some of the biggest mistakes Arteta has made as manager of the club. Yeah, and he's made plenty of them, let me tell you, Joe King. Made a lot this season already. Cost us in a lot of games what we should have won, but didn't change formation in those games. Joe King, Nwaneri to leave on loan was a mistake. It really was. Massive mistake. Now this could come back and hurt us and all. Ryan Nelson fan, Joe King, yes, but in his defence, how do you know if someone breaks their foot? No, you don't know. You can't just think, oh, we need to keep players in case someone gets injured. But if it's already happened to you in previous seasons, you do not take that risk. You do not do a replica of what happened previous season when we had no attacking players and we didn't sign anybody in that January window. That's when Arteta should have been sacked. He literally should have been sacked. that many reasons as well, but he should have been sacked. He should have literally gone to that board and says, I want at least 2 attacking players in this team. We are short. We need help. And I bet he just lay down and just thought, I'm happy taking my 15.6 million a year off you, Stan. I'll do exactly what you say. Arteta doesn't trust Norgard or even Eze, unfortunately. No, absolutely, Donald. He doesn't. Joking, you have to have foresight, and Arteta, in my opinion, lacks that. I agree, joking. Ryan Nelson fan, 7 PM. Yep. Joking. Would you sign that Damsgaard fella from Brentford? I know what you mean. Used to play at Serie A, I think, as well. But no. I'm talking a ball breaker, a powerhouse, like someone with some steel, like a Fofana from AC Milan, who's used to play for Monaco, and he's been at AC Milan, I think maybe a year now or so. I think it is. He's 27-year-old. I'm talking someone like that, like someone with power, some muscle on him, a physical presence. I don't want no more weaklings in midfield. I know, and Damsgaard's more like a tricky kind of easy on the eye player, but I do like, I do rate Damsgaard. And Danny Ceballos on loan is an option. The guy knows Arsenal as well. Danny Ceballos, I mean, imagine that. Kawaja, big up to my guy. Go and subscribe to Kawaja as well, people. Big up Rich99, Arsenal, the legend, and the chat. Good evening, everybody. Everyone. Kawaja, smash the likes and subscribe to the channel as you enter, people. Thank you very much, Kawaja. Go and subscribe to Kawaja, people. Kawaja, 13 likes so far. Keep smashing the likes, everyone. Joe King, evening, Kawaja. Where's it? Where's that just gone? Kawaja, big up Joe King. Andy, where is AJ the mod? Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Is AJ alright? Is he good? Lynch, come on, you Gunners. Lynch, big up to everybody who's in the chat. Yeah, please do smash up likes and subscribe, people. I'm trying to get to 700 by, well, it's not going to happen now, by Monday, but I'm trying to get there. We're about 14 off, I think. Yeah, I'm on 687. So 13 away. 13 away from 700. I mean, this is our fixtures for the remaining of the season, and this is City's as well. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at. So I'll show Man City's first. I'll show Man City's fixtures first. This is City's fixtures. So they've got Liverpool away. Wow. I honestly thought they'd be at home, man, because they've just played Tottenham away. I actually thought Man City was at home. Oh, they're not. This is tricky. I might change my thought now, Chris. You just might beat City. Wow. I honestly thought they were at home because they've just played Tottenham away. And I know it don't always work like that no more. Where it always used to be home, away, home, away. Sometimes you can play like here, 2 home games in a row. I mean, so what we got? So we've got Liverpool away on the 8th, Sunday. They've got Fulham at home on the 11th, so that's in midweek. Newcastle 21st. That'll be a Saturday morning, 12:30. Leeds away. So if you look at the Feb games, that's going to be tricky. So tricky. I don't know what Liverpool will turn up, but that will be tough. That'll be so tough. So I think, I don't know about that one. I think they'll take care of Fulham at home. I think they'll beat Newcastle at home. I think they'll beat Leeds. So in February, they could potentially lose 1. March, Forest, win. West Ham, win. Crystal Palace, win. They're on free fall, man. Crystal Palace are on free fall. So no losses for me in March. April, Chelsea away. I mean, that's definitely not going to be at 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. That will be televised. Maybe a draw or a loss. Arsenal home. I'm going to say this. I don't think we will beat Man City at Etihad. And I've said this for a long time. I really have. So, maybe a draw. Win. So, in April, I see 2 wins and a draw. May, Everton, maybe a draw. Brentford home, win. Bournemouth away, win. Final day home, win. So I think I've mentioned. I'll just go through my losses for City for the rest of the season. That's a tricky one, especially our Liverpool playing against Newcastle. And I can't believe it. I'm thinking that automatically they were at home. This could literally end City's title race. Liverpool could literally end their title race on Sunday. Oh man. I'll go with Liverpool. I don't know. I can't pick that Liverpool one because our Liverpool's just play against Newcastle. Man City might be obviously pissed off from drawing to Tottenham. So I don't know about Liverpool game, but I'm going with a win. So how many losses have I got up to yet? Win. Maybe a draw. Win. So I think Man City might lose 2 times from now to end of season. Now I'll do the Arsenal. Now I will show you Arsenal's. Let me just make sure that's moving. Let's just make sure. Arsenal's right. In fact, I don't think that's shared. Actually, I need to stop sharing that. Right, let me change it. I don't know if that was sharing then. This is the Arsenal's. Right, Sunderland. Listen, right, based on going forward and turning up and attacking and playing with that freedom, expressing ourselves, and let the players just having the run, you know, like we did against Leeds, Aston Villa second half, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Tottenham, Atletico Madrid. I would say nobody's got a chance against us because our defence. But I don't know what Arsenal are going to turn up, and that is what is frustrating. But I'm going to say win. You might not like me for this, but I have a feeling we will draw against Tottenham away. And I think we've got an hard run here, let me tell you. When people are saying City's got some hard, I think this is quite tough. I think we'll draw to Tottenham. And I think we might even... I think I've said. No, sorry, that was Man City with Chelsea. I think we will beat... Do you know what? I can't do it. I can't do it. Cannot do it. Wow, how bad's that? How bad is that? And do you know why I can't do it? Do you know why? Because I don't know what Arsenal's going to turn up. I don't have that full confidence of thinking, well, if we play like we did against Aston Villa second half, or Leeds other day, Inter Milan, etc., then I go through every single team on that fixture list and I'll say, we'll win it because of, Gabriel Saliba. 100%. They will keep so many clean sheets, but it's going the other way. How bad's that we're in 4 competitions still, even semi-final at Carabao Cup, top at Premier League, top at Champions League, and going through all those fixtures, and I'm not even confident. That's something that is, isn't it? If that had been 97 or Invincible team, I'd have done that with ease. I'd have literally gone win, 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 win. Might get a draw there. Win, win, win. With this team, I can't do it, and this manager, I can't trust him. How bad is that? Mad, that, innit? I don't know if other people feel the same. I don't know. So Lynch, come on, you guys, big up to you, Lynch. Big up to everybody who's in the chat as well. Hope you're all good. Joe's going to go to Leeds v Forest, massive game Friday night. I think will be tight. One, to be fair. Oh, that's Friday, is it? I didn't know about that. Yeah, it will be. Leeds v Forest. Leeds might do Forest. I think you might be up for it after getting battered by us. Lynch, let's make it 9 points. Absolutely. Let's take care of Sunderland Saturday afternoon. But I am not confident, Lynch. LFC will smash City. Ekitike flying, verts 2. Yep. Donald Trump, if we make it out of February unscathed, then I think I can say we will win the league. Well, I've said it earlier on, Donald. If we beat Sunderland and Liverpool beat Man City, I will come on here and say Arsenal are the Premier League champions. I will be that confident only because of how good our defence is, and we have Gabriel and Saliba, which are the best centre-back pairing in world football. I will literally do that. If we beat Sunderland and Man City beat Liverpool, I will say on here, we are the champions of the Premier League. Now, I could be wrong at the end of the season, but I will be that confident only because of Gabriel and Saliba. Joe King, XTK's class. Isaac may struggle to get starts at Liverpool because of his form, unless Liverpool play XTK in Gakpo's position and play Isaac up front. Yeah, I mean, Isaac's obviously injured, and I think Liverpool are focusing more on Ekitike at the minute, and obviously Gakpo is on wing, but I think Gakpo might lose his place because I think Isaac will go up front, and like you just said, Joe, I think Ekitike might get switched at left, which might not work. I think we will win at Spurs. I don't know, I just don't trust them because they turn up in some, like today against Man City. They were absolutely fantastic in second half. They were running Man City all over, and they've got a lot of attacking players. Got Simmons. I forgot all about Kudus. I did. Obviously been injured. Kulusevski's been injured all season. Madison's been injured all season. They've had. It was showing you a list of Tottenham's injuries. Porro, Bentancur out nearly all season. I think he's out all season. They have got massive injuries. Tottenham. Solanke's been out all season. Now obviously he's come back, and what a goal that was today. But it was not better than the man who did it. The absolute beast, I used to call him, because I just think he was so underrated. Let me show you this guy. Let me just gotta bring this guy. This he deserves to be shown. What a goal this was. I might think. This guy, I mean, how did it? I don't know. Still to this day, I do not know how he did this. From that distance as well. And I do believe he was very underrated. The man, Giroud. He scored some proper great goals, he did, in his career. Really did. Olivier Giroud. That were better than Solanke's. By about, I would say, 10 times better. The man. He scored some proper good goals, that guy. I know a lot of people really didn't rate him, but he scored some fantastic goals. Joking, I think our run in is harder than City's, and that is why I don't think we win the Joking, looking at that, mate, I agree with you, pal. I think it is. We've got a really tough run in, man. Joking, teams tend to roll over for City and turn up against us. Joking, Spurs, Chelsea, Villa, etc., etc. AJ's in the house. AJ, my guy, big up to you. Hope you are well. Good win for the Arsenal ladies, mate, beating Corinthians. I forgot all about it. I knew about it, but I just forgot. But Rennie Sleggers, another trophy. Wow. AJ the Moore, big up Rich every time. AJ's in the house, people. Big up to you, AJ. Good to see you, my guy. Joking. All there is good evening, AJ. Absolutely, AJ's in the house, people. Lynch, AJ. Kawaja, tomorrow's match is huge for us. Just beat Chelsea and we will be happy about it. Yeah, if we don't beat them and we get knocked out, well, Tuesday as it is, then it could rock them. It could literally start having an effect on these players' mentality because they've never won trophies. You know, some have never won them. AJ only got home from the Emirates. Oh, yeah, of course, you went. Yeah, do apologise. Yeah. The Emirates about 45 minutes ago. That was a stressful game. Long 20 minutes. Rennie Sleggers got everything right today. And the Arsenal women are the champions of the world. Amazing. Fantastic. Absolute fantastic. Like, I know I don't follow women as much as you do, AJ, and that, but I watched them against Chelsea the other day. But it's great to see. It really is. Well done to him. Well done. And Rennie Sleggers is literally embarrassing Arteta right now, to be honest. She really is. She's only just been in charge 1 full year, I think it is, into AJ. Yeah. 2023 assistant, interim manager October last year, then became full permanent manager in January, a year just gone. 2 trophies already. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Champions of the world and Champions League champions. I mean, and beating Barcelona and all in the Champions League final. That is amazing. AJ the more big up Lynch every time. Just going to go in. Isaac has been crap this season and Garnacho both woeful based on their performances. Yeah, absolutely, Joseph. But Isaac might be fantastic next season. He does get a lot of injuries, he does. I think he's had about 4 different injuries at Liverpool already. AJ the more big up Joking every time. Kawaja, big up AJ every time. Kawaja, welcome back, Rich 99 Arsenal. Thank you very much. I don't know if did it. Oh, you know about when I shared something? Yeah. Thank you, mate. I thought I'd gone then. Yeah. Thank you very much, Kawaja. AJ Lamar, big up Joseph every time. Lynch, yo, big up our ladies. Absolutely. So. AJ Lamar, big up Kawaja every time. What we're saying tomorrow then? Oh, do we need a midfielder? Do we need to sign a midfielder? I think we do. I don't think we can get away without it. I really don't. I think it's a must now, especially with Moreno and Saka. I honestly think we must sign a midfielder. And I would go with someone like let me think. I like Fofana. I do like Fofana from AC Milan, but I think we're going to have to go down the route of someone maybe what's coming to the end of the contract in June or something, and this is where Ruben Neves comes in and Leon Goretzka. And Al Hilal and Bayern Munich midfielders. And when you think about it and what people's been saying in chat, yes, Leon Goretzka is fantastic, but Ruben Neves has already played for Wolves and he was linked with Arsenal in the past, and I think that would be a better option in a way, I would probably say. But do I trust Arteta and the board to go even that extra mile and sign another player? No, I don't, to be honest. I really don't. Joking. Yeah, Drew was very underrated in my opinion. I think Drew's one of the best number 2 backup strikers we've seen in Premier League. I would rather have Olivier Drew right now than Gabriel Jesus and Mika. All day long, I would take Drew. Yeah, I know he went 14 games without scoring a goal that time, but some of the goals he scored were like Messi. If Messi and Ronaldo had scored them, you'd think, wow, look at that for a goal. And Giroud. Giroud were doing it. Joking, even Neville said Giroud's scorpion kick was the best he ever saw. Yeah, I think he mentioned he were at game as well, didn't he? Joking. Joseph Connor Golden. IJ, did you see Igal say Kai and Noni came on as subs yesterday, even though they... What does he do it for? Does he just do it to talk shit? Is that what he said? Oh, mate. Noni Madueke and Kai Havertz started. Madueke wouldn't have started, but obviously Saka pulled up in the warm-up. I don't understand why people follow this guy. The amount of things I hear what he says, like Gabriel signed for us in 2016, I think it was, something like that. I mean, mate, I just don't get it. Why people follow him. Today was starting. I hadn't seen it though. Don forgive me for saying this, but I always love Solanke goals. I always wait for the celebration because of our love for anime Japanese cartoon. Yeah, I don't think, did it when Solanke scored today? I don't think he celebrated, did he? AJ Lamar, Joseph, Joe King. Didn't Giroud go Chelsea and win the Champions League, or am I tripping? Yeah, I think he did. I remember him scoring an hat-trick against Sevilla as well, I think it was. AJ Lamar, Joe King, yes he did. Giroud has scored some fantastic, even for AC Milan, he scored some quality goals as well. Just going to go, I think Arteta goes with the same 11 vs Chelsea, AJ, but I would like Eze to start, but he won't. Yeah, you know what, Joseph? I bet you now Arteta will go and put Odegaard back in team because he needs a nice cuddle. He needs a big cuddle. Oh. Joe King, cheers AJ, I thought he did. Makes me sick. Yeah, and listen, Olivier Giroud is the all-time France leading goal scorer as well. I think he still holds that record. I know Mbappe's going to take it off him. He's closing in on him now, but he is still the all-time leading goal scorer for France. How mad's that? Is it more? I want a midfielder of MLS, Rice and Eze tomorrow. Yeah, but it's not going to happen, AJ. I just never see MLS getting a chance in midfield with this stubborn, smug prick of a manager. I really don't. I just don't. Joseph, can I go there? Sorry, joking. I'm sure Igal escaped from an insane asylum. Yeah, some of the stuff he says, it's not natural. Is it more? Get Rennie Sleggers in the men's job. We walk this league. She would. She freaking would, man. Let's have a look, see if there's any injury news or anything or transfer news knocking around. Let's have a look. See if he's out, because it's going to start eating up a bit now. Rumours will be coming in through early hours at morning, and they'll, you know how it is, guys. You know what it is. Transfer deadline date was nuts. So let's just look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this fucking dickhead. This is that Irish. This is that Adam Keys, the Irish guy who talks like a twat. Yes, I think that Mikel Arteta is fantastic, and we've just got to take in consideration, guys, that it's fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant, so he is. It's brilliant. I think if we can do more about it. And he said, Adam Keys, increased focus, great greater defensive work rate and incredible set-piece delivery, Noni Madueke is making subtle improvements that are going unnoticed. Shut the fuck up, you stupid little wet wipe. He hasn't scored a Premier League goal, you fucking dingbat. He's growing at Arsenal, and yesterday showed that balance between 1v1 chaos and composed delivery. Improved end product is close. Fuck off, you stupid little twat. What a fucking numbskull. What a dickhead. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? The kiss arses, mate, to the absolute top level. Oh, his one-on-one is getting better. And all. Well, I can't remember what he said now. Let's have a look, see if this is... see if folks changing on here. See if we've got out any injury news or anything. It's officially deadline day. The 2026 January transfer window will close at 7 PM. Yeah. But are you, with your licorice head, going to sign a player and help us and not take the risk of falling short in midfield because we have no Ethan Wanyeri because you twat, got rid of him because you wouldn't play him. And now we potentially don't have Saka, and we're not going to have Mikel Merino. We need a player. Mikel Merino on Instagram, following confirmation that he will require surgery on his foot and will miss an extended period. Sometimes life throws this kind of challenges when it's less convenient. It's just another opportunity to be strong, resilient, and overcome it. I don't say how long he's out for, because obviously we're not going to know yet. Basically, guys, with that message, Mikel Merino is going to be out for probably at least, I would say, 6 weeks with something if it's a metatarsal, the old Wayne Rooney injury. Wishing you a speedy recovery, Mikel. Confirmed Mikel Merino will have surgery on a bone injury in his foot in the coming days and will then begin his recovery and rehabilitation program. Merino is expected to be out for an extended period with the aim of returning to full training before end of the season. Yeah, it's done. That's it. You can forget about Merino. Probably might see him in, I don't know, maybe mid-April or something like that. Arsenal are surveying the market for potential loan as short-term cover, but there are no guarantees of anything at this stage. That's David Ornstein. So we need, even if it's a loan, we need something. A 6-month loan, just do something. Make sure we've got backup and some extra power in midfield. Mikel Merino is expected to be out for a considerable period with a suspected broken bone in his foot. Considerable period. Yeah. Seen that one. Look at this. Talk about up his arse. Oh, Mikel. Oh, thank you, Mikel. AFC stuff. Oh, I love you, Mikel. Oh, look at you. Look at that. That is cringe to the top. Fucking hellfire. What an absolute knobhead. Zinchenko farewell message to Arsenal on Instagram. Still remember the goosebumps I got at the first game after hearing you. Always believe I couldn't even dream about it. Once a gunner, always a gunner. Yeah, every player says that. 1.5 million. Wow, what a lot of money that is for us. Arsenal could be active in the transfer market ahead of tomorrow's deadline after Mikel Merino's injury. Alex Crook. So there we go, guys. There's some shit knocking around. There's some stuff knocking about, and it looks like we might end up getting something. A loan will do me. If we can get someone on loan, midfielder for 6 months, I'll be happy with that. But don't leave us short. And the Arsenal WFC is not doing well in the WSL, though. No, they're not, but they beat Chelsea the other day away. But Man City women look like they'll probably win league this season. Just going to go in midfield, probably will be Zubimendi, Rice, Havertz, Tuesday, I reckon. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, could be. Just going to go in. Hello, hope you are well. Good to see you in the chat. Please do smash up the likes and subscribe to my channel as well, people, if you already haven't and you're new to it. KDDT. Joking, mad how people still talk about Madueke as if he just came out of the youth team. I know. What does Arteta see in Madueke that he does not see in Wanyeri? Wanyeri is better than Madueke. I'm telling you now he is. He's a better winger than Madueke, and Wanyeri is a better number 10 attacking player than Martin Odegaard. So he's better than Madueke as a right winger, and he's better than Odegaard in a... I can't call Odegaard a 10, I just can't, as an attacking creative spark player. I have to even say that because I just can't mention number 10 when it comes to Odegaard. I can't. Did I put that up on screen? Let me just make sure. Yeah. Okay. Kawaja, more like Lego head at Rich 99 Arsenal. Yeah, mate. Licorice head, I call him. Stubborn, smug prick. SSP. Just going to go in. Someone said Ethan played poor for Marseille this weekend, but he isn't always going to be amazing. No, he's not. Young players have a good and bad day. Yeah, listen, the guy's 19 in March. You know what I mean? He's not always going to be fantastic. Kiki, duels, 1v1 chaos. I can't take these new football terms serious. Listen, Kiki, it is all made up, my guy. It's all that Adam making it all posh and glamorising it. He talks absolutely bullshit. I would say 2 years ago, he was telling people on Twitter how amazing it was. Kai Havertz scoring 15 goals in all competitions. He talks like an absolute wet wipe fairy, let me tell you. He's an absolute numbskull. He's a div. He's just another one of those kiss arses all the way up Arteta's arse. You're gonna AJ the mod? Are you being serious? No, she wouldn't. Arsenal aren't first in WSL. I don't know how she would walk the league with us. I think she would. I think if you gave Rennie Sleggers the men's job, I think she would have won a league with Arsenal. She's already won a back-to-back titles with Rosengard Women before she even turned up at Arsenal as an assistant in 2023. Become assistant in 2023, and she'd won back-to-back titles with Rosengard Women. Yeah, women's football, men's football different, but I think if you gave Rennie Sleggers the man's job, she would get into him, and she would show her knowledge. She would. Kawaja, Mikel Arteta PR is embarrassing. It's cringe as out, mate. There's that many fans what are obsessed with him, or protect anything he does or says or wants. They cover up for him all the time. Joe King, who knows? Maybe we get Lamar on loan. Yeah, Thomas Lamar. Wow. Remember that 90 million offer him, Kawaja? FC stuff posts some weird shit. Yeah, they do. Lynch, come on, you gutters. Lynch, Joe King, Lamar, oh my god. Or it could even be Julian Draxler. We could get Julian Draxler, people. That might be an option. Joe King, Lynch, remember when they were talking 80 million for Lamar? Yeah, I think it was 90 million, Joe. Kawaja, prediction for Tuesday match. Arsenal 2-1, 5-3 in aggregate. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. What if we sign Scott McTominay? He will want to play UCL football. Well, I'll tell you something now, sorry. If you try and sign Scott McTominay from Napoli right now, you would not get Scott McTominay for nothing under 70 million. He's been smashing it at Napoli. In Conte's first season, won league with Lukaku, Billy Gilmore and Scott McTominay. Yeah, Conte straight away, first season Napoli won league. Last time Napoli won league, before that was under Spalletti, who is now the Juventus manager. And and he had Cavascalia, Victor Osimhen, and another guy up front. I don't think it was Raspadori or Politano. I can't remember who it was. And that's last time Napoli won league. Conte wins league in his first season. Obviously with Scott McTominay, Lukaku, Billy Gilmore. And McTominay's been firing them in this season. You try and sign Scott McTominay now, you would have to pay at least, I would say at least 70 million or probably more for Scott McTominay. And that is absolutely facts. You would not get Scott McTominay for, like, you know, you think, wow, 2-3 years ago, Scott McTominay won't be worth 50 million. He's worth more than that now. He's a baller, mate. He scores many goals, all different types and all. Breaks into the box, scores on floor with his head, everything. He's a baller, and he can play defensive as well. But like I said, if you went to Napoli, your starting bid would have to be, I would say, 70 million. But obviously, we've just fetched Maurizio Micheli from Napoli, had recruitment to work with Berta. But, yeah, we've got zero chance of signing Scott McTominay. No chance. It won't surprise me if Man United come and fetch him again in summer. But it depends. I don't think he'll leave Napoli. I think he'll be settled now. I think he's done his job at Premier League. He did score some important goals for Man United as well as Scotland. But, nah, Scott McTominay's he's up there now, especially with high-value players. He really is. Kawaja, a draw or a win is enough for us to be in the final at Wembley in March. Yeah, it's about time and all, because we're not even getting anywhere near Wembley with Arteta. We haven't even been playing there. That's another thing under this manager. We've challenged twice, won one FA Cup, but we haven't even been reaching finals. We haven't even been getting to Wembley. So this has all got to change, people. There's no more excuses left for this manager. If he does not win that Premier League or Champions League, he has to be sacked. It'll be embarrassing as well for us as fans, as a club, and very embarrassing for Mikel Arteta. Very. Because Hansi Flick, if he wins that La Liga this season, he has won 5 trophies in 2 seasons. He's already won 1 this season. He won a treble last season. That was with a young squad. A Cabrassi at centre-back, who was a young lad, who then got a massive injury. Frankie de Jong, big injuries. Baldi, Frankie de Jong always gets injured. Baldi injured, Lewandowski. So, there's nothing left. There's no one can say, oh, it's because we played early that Saturday morning, or we played late Saturday night, oh, it's excuse, oh, it's suspensions, oh, it's injuries, oh, it's VAR. It's all done, people. It's over. There's not one excuse people are going to listen to for Arsenal Football Club and Arteta no more. It is over. It's either for the Premier League or the Champions League, or he's done. He's done. Now, I can't sack him, obviously, and people in the chat can't sack him, but he will get no more. There'll be thousands, and I mean absolutely thousands, and new fans, and I'm talking thousands of new fans, maybe even 30,000 new Arsenal fans, what will be wanting Arteta out if he does not win that Premier League or Champions League. Loads and absolutely tons. If he does not win the Premier League or Champions League, because that's what he's got to win. There's no an FA Cup and a Carabao Cup. Yeah, good to get to Wembley. Good to see us doing that, lifting 2 trophies. But it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. You're getting teams what finish mid-table, 10th, 12th, what's win FA Cups and stuff and that, over years. It's just not acceptable. It's the Premier League or the Champions League. Or it's going to turn bad. It's going to turn bad. All good at minute. Premier League top, Champions League top, Carabao Cup semi-final. Just obviously got to win FA Cup. Everything's perfect. Everything's all going good. If you look at it like that, not playing perfect. We've scraped a lot of games. We've been diabolical in a lot of games, but we're top. But if it all starts to capitulate, and we do not win that Premier League or Champions League, oh, it could get bad. It could get really, really, really bad. And there could even be boos starting next season at the Emirates if Arteta's still in a job. So, it's like the final warning, really, in a way. That's how it should be now. This is his last chance. Because we are right now, and people will just say, oh, Arsenal, yeah, they do well, they're at top of the league, they have loads of days there, a couple of months next minute, 3 months, and then They just give it away at the end of the season. We will just be classed as a nearly team. That's all we will be. If we do not win that Premier League and Champions League, that's what people will remember Arsenal. Oh, that Arsenal, yeah, nearly team. Just couldn't get over the line, could they? Just didn't win it. Didn't reach Wembley. They were watching other teams at the end of the season playing there. And that's what we are doing at the minute. There's no, don't matter what people say. If you want to start moaning a bit, oh, you're negative, you can't say that. It's just facts. The facts are, we aren't reaching Wembley at the moment with Arteta. We're not reaching any final at the moment with Arteta. We're not winning any trophies. We challenged twice, that's it. Because last year we got dog walked by Arne Slot in his first season, from being at Dutch Eredivisie, from managing Feyenoord, Go Ahead Eagles, AZ Alkmaar. There's one more chance. And this is this season. So that brings me on to, like I've mentioned a lot, go and sign a midfielder. Don't even take the risk of letting us fall short in midfield. Because if Declan Rice gets injured, that could be a huge problem. And I mean a huge, huge problem. I'm joking, shoot me if you like, but I have a bad feeling about Tuesday night. Joe, listen, honestly, mate, this is how I am. Like, when I went through the fixture list earlier on, I can't even say Arsenal will win. If that were 97 and 98 when I were watching them, obviously I've been a fan longer than that. And the Invincible era, I'm like, win. Maybe we might get a draw there. With this team, you can't be fully confident because the amount of games we've been absolutely diabolical in, from the players' mentality to obviously Arteta not changing formation, where in that certain game it would probably needed two strikers for 20 minutes, you know what I mean, or two wing backs just playing for 20 minutes. But Arteta didn't do it. The players' mentalities let them down in a lot of games. We made Wolverhampton Wanderers look like a top 10 side. We were not the good. We were probably average, and United were better than us at Old Trafford first game of the season. We wasn't the best at Newcastle, but we scraped it with Gabriel goal. We was absolutely shit against the 10-man Chelsea, and we were lucky to come away with that with a point. We was diabolical against, I would say, Liverpool at Anfield. We didn't punch them or anything. We didn't give them no headache. There was nothing different. And they scored with a phenomenal free kick from Dominic Szoboszlai, but we didn't give them anything. We didn't give them no headache, nothing. Emirates, Liverpool, we were bad in first half, and I thought, here we go again. Here we go. Before I mentioned Wolverhampton Wanderers, made them look like a top 10 side. We just scraped it. Emirates, Liverpool, first half, bad. And I thought, this is bad, man. This is bad. But I've seen it before already this season. And then second half, it looked like Liverpool were top at league. They was literally passing that ball around us in our own backyard, as if to say, we've already won league, and we're currently top at minute. We're passing ball around you like we own you. It was diabolical, and it's good job Ekitike didn't play, because Liverpool didn't even have one attacking strike, not one striker that night. There were no Ekitike, no Salah, no Isaac, and we still couldn't even put them away and beat them. Because that night, Arteta didn't do anything to change it. Against Nottingham Forest, nothing. Arteta didn't do nothing to change it. Think, right, Sean Dyche, oh, fucking hell, let me wake up. He loved defending. When he was Burnley manager, he used to love defending. They used to be a bit hard to beat sometimes when they were Premier League. Didn't give him nothing. No headache whatsoever. So, if we don't win the Premier League, it will be definitely because of Arteta or the players' mentality. And that's how I see it. If we win the league or the Champions League, or if we do a double, like a Premier League and a Champions League, personally, it will be because of Gabriel and Saliba. And I would say Declan Rice, because Declan Rice, even when he's struggling, hanging out his arse, he will put that last slide tackle in, give that last shoulder barge jump up for that last header, and majority of the time he will always put an 8 out of 10 in, like Gabriel and Saliba. And it's bad, like what Joe King's just what Joe's just said. It's hard to be confident because of the performances we've seen a lot this season. You think, are they going to come back? Are they going to creep in? Because the games like we've played Aston Villa second half, we were fantastic against Aston Villa second half, absolutely brilliant, run them ragged, absolutely owned them, intensity, urgency, freedom in a play, expressing ourselves. Obviously seen it against Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Tottenham, Atletico Madrid. But it's happening like, obviously Inter Milan, I think I just said that as well. But, you know, it's happening like every 6 or 7 games when we're seeing those performances. We want them about every 3 games. And I'm not thick, I'm not stupid, and I've played football at a high level from when I was a young lad. And you can't just batter and play 11 out of 10 every single game. There's some banana skins, but every 6 or 7 games, it's just not. That's too long. That's too long. And those stupid games where we've messed up with players' mentality or where Arteta's not changed anything, we're still only 6 points in front. We should be about 11 now. And that is facts. That's not, oh, well, yeah, you could always say, no, that is actually facts. If we'd had a different manager, he would have changed something against Nottingham Forest and absolutely gone out there in that second half and made Sean Dyche think, what the fuck is going on? Morello and Milinkovic were soaking everything up in first half. Next minute, they're losing balls in air. You know, whoever it could have been, with 2 strikers, they're losing balls now. We're winning headers more. They're literally having to probably bring Sangara a little bit further back to protect Morello and Milinkovic because we're pressing them more and we're literally getting to final third quicker and we're literally causing more problems because we would have had an extra man. But there's nothing. If it's a 4-3-3, that's it. If it don't work, right, just rely on Gabriel and Saliba. And at minute, we've scraped a lot of games. It's worked in a lot of games, but it's I just think it's a risk. Joe's going to go in. Adam Keys, I remember it saying last season, Odegaard is great. He controls the game. You will do, Joseph, mate. You will. He's an absolute fairy wet wipe. He really is. Kawaja, let's put that up on there. Make sure. Yeah. Yeah, he will do, mate. He comes out with some pathetic little childish shit. Kawaja, my Arsenal 11 for Tuesday. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Nkape, Rice, captain. Yeah, even though that won't happen. Declan Rice should be Arsenal's captain all day long. Then it should be Gabriel, Norgard, Madueke, Eze, Trossard, Gyökeres. I like that, Kawaja. That's good. I like that. And this is the thing. So, Martin Odegaard is the captain of Arsenal, which it's even hard to say. When I've seen Tony Adams, Patrick Vieira, Thierry Henry is the weakest captain in football. When Odegaard's not the captain, it then goes to Saka. He's potentially injured. When Saka's injured or not playing, then it goes to Mikel Moreno. Who's going to get now? Who's the captain's armband? Will it land to now? If it don't go to Declan Rice or Gabriel Magalhaes, there's seriously something wrong with this manager. Roger, what do you think? Rich 99 Arsenal looks good. We need physicality in midfield. We do. We need some muscle. We need some power, man. We should be signing a ball breaker tomorrow, even if it's someone on loan, some muscle, some physical presence, 100%. Martin Zubimendi is good control of he's good with the control of the game. He controls it. He's good at passing. He's got good vision. And he does chip in and break into box and score. He does chip in with some goals and breaks into box, but he's physically not strong enough. He gets pushed about a lot. Draxler finally signs for Arsenal. Julian Draxler, my God. Every window. Gunnar, Kawaja, Gabriel, captain. Declan Rice, then Gabriel for me. Kawaja, Young Gunner, that is a shout. Declan Rice, then Gabriel for me. Then Saliba. Just going to go with it. Not Martin Odegaard, the weakest captain I have ever seen in football. No chance, Eze Kawaja. We can want that, but will never happen. It's Arteta. We are talking about it. I tell you something. If Eze don't get minutes on, if Eze don't play against Chelsea, he's gonna go there. He's gonna be thinking, "Now, was this a mistake? I'm getting pistol at me a little bit here, because he is. He's not even getting any game time at all. They're not letting him build no consistency or nothing. Young Gunner, McTominay is top class. Yeah, he is. Kawaja, just going to go in. Lego Ed loves chill. Lego Ed's love chill. Child, I think, yeah, love child. Absolutely. Odegaard and Havertz. Arteta's love child. Joe King, McTominay is a proper rough and tumble midfielder. United messed up letting him go. Yeah, he'd have been brilliant now, 100%. Just going to go in Defo Kawaja. Kawaja, just going to go in. Sorry, mate, I don't trust Havertz or Odegaard. I don't want to see Odegaard play for a long time, to be honest. I couldn't give a shit if he never plays for Arsenal again. Kawaja. But Odegaard was decent in the second half for Leeds United. I know it's embarrassing, mate, isn't it? It really is embarrassing. Just going to go in. I don't either, Kawaja, but you know what Arteta is like. Eze came on after Odegaard the other day. Yeah. Joking. Martin Molegard don't live in a mansion, he lives in an underground bunker. He is the king of hide and seek. I like that, joking. Jammer, if Arsenal not win this year, they done for a long time. Jammer, I absolutely agree, and I think everybody agrees in this chat, 100%. If we do not win the Premier League or Champions League, I don't see when we will, because Man City will probably, or Pep Guardiola will probably bow down to Man City and just walk away. Obviously, he's head held high, won the lot, done great for the community. He's a legend, one of the greatest managers we've ever seen. But he probably will walk. And as people know, what I'm going to say now, I've said it a billion times on my streams. I'm 90% confident, maybe even a little bit more, Luis Enrique is going to be the next Man City manager. I honestly believe Enrique will be that next City manager. I can't see, if he comes to England, it's City. I can't see anybody else. He played at Barcelona as a player with Pep, the teammates, the friends. I mean, I bet conversations been happening already. I bet, would you take over from me? You know what I mean? Because I think Pep will, I think he'll come out of the game for about 2 years. I think he will. Have a break, refocus and everything. Because, I mean, for God's sake, he's won the lot. Do you know what I mean? If he goes and wins that, if he ever won a World Cup as a manager of Spain, or or Euros, or I mean, I think that would be absolutely every single trophy in the game he would have won. He's a legend. He's a legend, But he might be coming to an end in Premier League. But he's not stupid. He will walk if he feels his time's done. Everybody knows that. Even when he's got players what turn around and want to move on, he lets them go. He let Edison go. Bang. Gundogan go. Bang. Obviously, Gundogan's gone, came back and gone again. Kevin De Bruyne, gone. You know what I mean? He don't hold them back. Jammer. So, yeah, if Arsenal not win this year, they done for a long time. Absolutely great point. Don, the players should put it at the back of their mind that they can win both the league and UCL hands down. All they have to do is put their eyes set and we work towards it. Absolutely, one game at a time. Let's get this Chelsea one out of the way. Then we take on Sunderland at the Emirates on Saturday. Absolutely. Don, big up to you in the chat as well, my guy. Good to see you. Hope everybody is doing well and good in the chat. Ems beats. Arteta has set us up wrongly against all the big teams. Way too defensive. A great point. This is what I keep saying. Like I say, people say, "Oh, Arteta's not the problem." What are you talking about? You're talking negative. You are. Shut the fuck up. Like, it's just facts. Arteta's cost us in a lot of games by not even changing any formation, not even little tweaks. So that's when people keep telling me Arteta's a top elite manager, I'm not having it. Challenged twice. 1 FA Cup, 980 to /1.3 billion spent. Officially 6 years in charge. December 19th /20th. No, not a chance. He's not even in the same conversation as all these other managers. Like I was saying earlier on, Hansi Flick, if he wins La Liga this season, Barcelona's won 5 trophies in 2 seasons. Just won one already this season, won a treble last season. Arteta does not have that natural top elite flick switch where, like, what we're saying, in games where you think we're struggling, we need to break this team down. Okay, play two up front, cause the opponent problems, cause them an headache. He doesn't do it. It's a 4-3-3, and if it don't work, he'll just rely on Gabriel Saliba to probably win its game. 9 times out of 10, we our defence how good it is at times, and especially with Gabriel Saliba, the best centre back in world football, pairing in world football. Sorry, we end up winning or drawing. But I'm sick of it. I am getting fed up of just relying on it, because when we turn up and let the players play with freedom and express themselves and go and show intensity and urgency, nobody can live with us, because we can do it that way. And when it comes coming at us in defence, we can handle it against anybody. But Arteta holds this team back a lot. So great point, M Beats. New to the chat, I think. Please do smash up the likes and subscribe, people, if you are new to the channel. I'm trying to get to 700 subs very soon. Guardia, we don't need to sign any midfielder. We have MLS who can play there. Zubamendi is more effective, as I said. Yeah, but the thing is, Guardia, I've already mentioned this. Miles Lewis-Skelly needs to be playing in midfield and getting minutes, but Arteta don't. He didn't even play him against Portsmouth. He won't play him in midfield. And even if we start giving Miles Lewis-Skelly midfield, we need numbers, mate. We need a midfielder. What we're going to do if Declan Rice gets injured, that is literally all on Zubamendi and Norgard. We won't even have a recognised midfielder on the bench. We cannot make any mistakes. What we did last season, it was an absolute piss take what this club did last season. 4 attackers out and didn't even get us a signing on loan or anything. I do not want to see any mistakes repeated this season. We've got Saka. He could be out for about 6 weeks. We ain't got 1 year. We're short. It's simple as that. Like now, so how would it be if we... So if, say now, just let's say Zubamendi, Declan Rice, yeah, that's your midfield. Okay, let's say Norgard gets injured. We haven't got a midfielder, because we know Arteta won't play Miles Lewis-Skelly in midfield. We won't have a midfielder on the bench. A central midfielder, as I call him, old-fashioned type. Sorry, old-fashioned word for it. We won't have a central midfielder. Miles Lewis-Skelly, yeah, but he won't play him. We need a signing. We need to make a signing, because if Declan Rice gets injured, we might have no power and that grit and that warrior attitude in midfield, because Norgard has got a little bit of it, but Zubamendi's weak as piss. Zubamendi's just good, bringing the tempo down, controlling things. He's got good vision, he's a good passer, and he does break into box. But we need a powerhouse in midfield, someone with that grit and a bit of strength. Leon Goretzka from Bayern, Ruben Neves. Obviously, they're not massive powerhouses, but they're physical, they've got a bit of height to them. So, I don't. When people say we don't need a midfielder, I think we really do. We really do need a midfielder, even if it's a loan for 6 months. Don't take the risk. I mean, why would you? Why would you shouldn't? You know what I mean? Because if someone gets injured like Declan Rice, we're all going to be annoyed, very annoyed, because we're going to be short. We're not even going to have a midfielder, recognised midfielder, on that bench, and we're in 4 competitions. Don't take that risk. Just go and sign someone, even for 6 months, for short loan or whatever. Joe's going to go in. MLS will get same as Eze, Kawaja, 10 minutes at the end. If he's lucky, Arteta has some players he likes, some he doesn't like. Absolutely, Joseph. Joe King, Pep to manage Spain. Yeah, I think that will happen one day, Joe King. I think it will. I think he would love to win a World Cup and just say, I've done everything, apart from obviously he'd have to win a Euros as a manager. But I can see him taking over Spain one day. And if we fire Arteta, he could join City and win loads of trophies. I don't see it, Andy. I know what you mean, but I don't see City going for Arteta. I really don't. I think Enrique will be City manager. Joe King, City won't sign Arteta, not in a million years. They demand success, and Arteta is anything but successful. Yeah, can you imagine him going to City and slowing their play down? Fucking hell, their fans will go ape shit. And City will back Arteta with endless supplies. No, I don't see it. Joseph, can I go in? The thing is, we say that we wanted Ethan. That didn't everyone else know Eze and MLS won't play Tuesday. No, exactly. I don't think he will. I don't think they will play MLS on Tuesday. Lynch, time for Eze to step up big. Yeah, but he needs to get minutes. Joking, maybe if City get relegated to the Championship, they will get Arteta. Yeah, absolutely. Just don't see any scenario outside that where City go for Arteta. Nah, me neither. Me neither. On that one, people, I am going to wrap up. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of your night. Thank you very much for joining me, people. And already, we go again tomorrow. Literally, yeah, we can say that in the UK. We go again tomorrow. Semi-final. We can't go out of this. We can't. But you know what? You know the thing is as well. Just before I finish, you know what people are going to say. I can see. I've sussed all these obsessed Arteta. I can already see it already. If we go out to Chelsea, oh, we've got bigger fish to fry. Oh, we're not really bothered about. This competition's not big enough anyway. We need to focus on the league and Champions League. That's all you're going to hear. And it'll be people like those pricks like Adam Keys and stuff, and Igal and Roy talks bollocks. Oh, it's too, this is not in our conversation really, EFL. We're not really bothered about it. Let's just focus on Premier League. That's all we need to be focused on, Premier League and Champions League. That's all they will do. I can hear them now. That's all they'll do it. Sorry, I can see them saying it now. That's all they'll do. So thank you very much everybody for joining me, and hope you do enjoy the rest of your night, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Joe King, God bless Rich, and to the chat. See you later, folks. Thank you very much, Joe King. Big up everybody. Transfer window. Let's see if we bring a new midfielder in. I think we need it. In fact, I know we need it. Lynch, nice chat, Rich. Thank you very much, guys. Big up everybody. Midfielder for Arsenal incoming. Let's hope.